Hey everybody, 3 Drinks Down. I'm Nate.
I'm James.
And today we've got a review for you of Bombergers Declaration 2022.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
You like?
A little bit about Bombergers. Bombergers is an annual release, comes out every year. It is typically 108 proof, and MSRP is $99. It used to be $79. Hear that people are a little upset about that one. We'll get into whether or not we believe it is worth that price at the end of the video, so keep watching.
In the meantime, I think it'd be great if you would like the video potentially, if you do, or wait.
And subscribe.
And
Comment below. We appreciate it.
It's turning more into spirit fingers.
Well, you know, what's the problem with spirit fingers?
Nothing.
Nate?
Nothing at all.
No? Okay.
Nothing
Great.
at all.
It's okay to show your spirit.
It really is.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of a mystery around this one because the mash bill isn't really known.
Yeah, don't know what it
At least
is.
as best we could do our crack internet research, of course, because everything on the internet's real and we couldn't find it. So that must mean it's real, right?
Correct.
But what we do know is that this comes out of the Michter's house, as we said to you guys, but it wasn't always the Michter's house.
No, it wasn't.
Not. Started out as Shank's, which is actually another annual release. We don't happen to have that today. Don't shank me, bro. In the 1700s, is actually the whiskey that was rumored or somewhat confirmed historically that George Washington got his stocks from for all his troops and for his residences.
Pretty cool.
And in the 1800s, Abraham Bomberger bought the brand, and that's how it became Bombergers. Later on, of course, the 1900s came to be Michter's.
Right.
And that's how we know them today.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's pretty much all the relevant stuff I can remember.
No, the Chinquapin.
Chinka who?
Chinquapin.
Is that like one of those Pokemons?
Yes, it's exactly a Pokemon.
Chinquapin, we need you.
And it sounds like Chinquapin.
Yeah, Chinquapin.
Just like that, yeah. No, Chinquapin is actually a dwarf chestnut plant/tree, and it is a certain type of oak, as you could have potentially guessed when dealing with bourbon. So a portion of this, undisclosed how much, is actually aged in said Chinquapin oak barrels. What they do with that Chinquapin wood is they actually let it naturally air dry for 3 years.
36 months.
That's crazy. That's a long time.
It
Just
really
for
is.
reference, they do typically 18 months on
I
their
believe.
regular stock.
Yeah, they don't kiln dry at all, is the point.
Yeah,
like a
all
lot of
air
distilleries
dry.
will cut corners. I shouldn't say cut corners, it's probably unfair. A lot of distilleries
just a different
will-
process,
yeah,
right?
we'll use kilns to dry their, or cooperages even, because that's probably the cooperage side.
Right, true.
Yeah.
Well, some breweries, or distilleries rather, do own and make their own barrels as
Right.
well.
So that's how the stocks get done for that. A little bit of drop in knowledge and Chinquapin.
Chinquapin.
Say it with us.
Chinquapin.
A nice color to it.
Yeah.
One of the other things we uncovered was we weren't sure if they heat cycle this Michter's like they do for their other product.
Yeah, not sure.
We
really
didn't
couldn't
know.
find any of that information.
I kind of have to think they do.
I probably, looking at the color,
Yeah.
and it is non-age shaded and is blended. This batch in particular was 2008 bottles. So
Yeah. So relatively small run, right?
Yeah, right.
In the grand scheme of things.
also 108 is like a pretty close to what they go into most of the time for their barrels. So this is pretty close.
Actually, it
relatively
was funny. So we did the Michter's tour, or I did the Michter's tour, and I was up there a couple weeks ago. They go in for the regular product at 103.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that actually.
So yeah, still close to the entry proof versus exit proof or whatever as it were.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know if the regular products obviously probably went in under 108. Maybe it went in at 103 as well.
This could be different. I'm not sure. That information is not known to us. But again, if you have any information that we might have missed, you know what to do.
Let's get into this one. I smell Chinquapin.
I definitely get Chinquapin.
No idea what Chinquapin smells like.
Yeah, I have no idea what it smells like or tastes like. I mean, I guess a portion of this,
I get oak, toffee. Light
Yeah.
toffee, not heavy, really, crazy. Some pretty fruits in there. I'm having trouble pinning them.
I get a little floral thing. Slight ethanol, but not overpowering.
I get some sort of bready, like a fruited bread, some sort. Like maybe I go banana bread at first. I could be talked off that probably.
I get carrot cake. Like raisiny
go-
nuts, but not the cream cheese.
Yeah, just the cake portion of the cake.
Right.
I can go with you on that. I don't know which way I would lean, but absolutely.
I mean, it's like bread. Absolutely. It's like bread, spice, nuts, raisin.
Chinquapin.
Chinquapin. At the end of the day, it's
It's
Chinquapin.
Chinquapin.
Yeah.
We're gonna chalk it up to Chinquapin. That's another hard thing to alliterate.
Chalk it up to Chinquapin.
Okay, I'm going more carrot cake now.
There is almost like a sweet tarts thing I get in the very like far back of my nostrils. When you really get it, like what I associate with like powdered, harder candy.
You've been snorting sweet tarts again.
Yeah, fuck. It's way cheaper than cocaine.
I hope.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on how much you snort.
I get it. There's something. I don't want to say powdery because you can't smell a powder without literally snorting it, right?
No, but like the association of that, right? And again, maybe it's just like that citric acid sweetness sort of thing, whatever that is.
I think what we're both saying is, well, we need to taste it.
Agreed.
Yeah, let's go.
This is definitely a Michter's product.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's got that really nice layering of their toasted slash charred barrels, which is really nice. You get like that classic kind of marshmallowy vanilla thing going on with it, like that toasting underneath that char, which is really cool.
A bit of fruited bread. I'm going towards carrot cake with you a little bit.
Yeah, I don't get it as much because now,
No.
I mean, but it's pretty sweet too, though. I definitely think there's a fair amount of rye in this.
Yes, that I can attest to. This, especially as you hit mid palate, that rye spice really starts to come in nice. And it's a nice little hug.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think it's kind of like a baby version of the Michter's barrel strength barrel proof rye.
We did that not too long ago. I could kind of go with that.
Yeah.
I think it's a little hotter though. It's not. It doesn't taste as refined.
Refined, right?
Yeah.
Which means it's probably a little bit younger.
I could go with that.
But
I
I'm
can
not
see
sure
that.
what the Chinquapin is really actually giving here. You know, I'm not really sure.
I think I recall in some of the research that I did for the Heaven Hill Select stock video, which you can go back and watch if you like after this, that they use Chinquapin as a finishing 1 year as well, if I'm not mistaken. So
Interesting.
Obviously, we probably won't ever be able to get a hold of that. But if you've had it, maybe you can kind of comment below and tell us what you had there and what experience you had with that.
You getting anything else?
The vanilla, I mean, a second sip, I always get more sweetness. I think it's just because your mouth is coated and all of the harsher, when I say harsher, I don't mean bad. All of the more sharp flavors hit you first harder. Second is always sweeter for me typically, right?
Yeah.
So I'm driving home. And then I am getting a little bit of what I'm perceiving to be like tar tobacco on the very back of the palate.
Okay. Like pipe tobacco?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not again, not an off-putting thing, just
No.
it's there.
Sure. I can meet you there.
And the finish is medium. I don't think it's a super long finish. It's going away quickly.
It's a nice finish though. It's not like some other ones that we've had or I've had in general. It's an appropriate amount.
I would say so.
Right.
It's not one of those that you just want. And I don't know. I mean, we're not going to give away any sort of judging or rating just yet. But I don't know if this is one that if it had a super long finish, it would matter to me. It's just tasty for what it is.
Would agree. I don't think the finish makes or breaks it, particularly with this current pour. So
we're gonna try something a little different this episode in terms of rating. We're gonna actually go to what we call purchase, pour, or pass. And what that means is, would you purchase this, or would we recommend someone purchase this that typically likes this type of product, or maybe the Michter's product for that matter? Would we say go get a pour at a bar from a friend, or would we say just pass? So James, what do you think?
Well, for me at retail, I like Michter's. I like what they do. I like that toast and into the char. To me, it gives them that depth that I really appreciate. The sweetness and everything that comes along with this. The rye stuff they do in particular is kind of some of my favorite pours. So for me, at $100, even though it's a little steep for this non-age-dated product, yeah, for me it's a buy. Secondary, nah, I'm out. And definitely get a pour depending on the price.
You know, for me, I think this is absolutely in my purchase category of those three options: purchase, pour, or pass. Purchase at retail, yeah. I mean, a $100 bottle is a little steep for some people. It's maybe not in your budget. Maybe it is. I don't know. At the retail, creeping up towards 160 or 175, I'm probably gonna not purchase. So I'm in that boat where if you see it, it's only a once a year thing. You should probably grab it. That said, I don't know if many bars are gonna have this, but if you can get a pour from a friend because you're not sure, that might be a way to go too. You know.
So Nate said he purchased at retail. I said I purchased at retail, and this has been 3 drinks down, and it's been a review for you.
Fade back. Fade away. Yeah.